Okay, students of class 8, today let's go back to chapter 3, that is agriculture, from your geography, social science geography, and let us revise together the notes. Okay, I've sent you the notes in your WhatsApp group previously, is it not so? So let us try to revise together once again. Okay, let's go to the keywords. First of all, agricultural resources. Okay, agricultural resources refers to gift of nature that includes fertile soils, water for irrigation, and favorable climatic conditions for the growth of plants. Okay, shifting cultivation. It is a type of farming in which farmers go on shifting from one land to another. Okay, after a period of 2 or 3 years due to decrease in soil fertility. So shifting agriculture or shifting cultivation refers to a shifting of land, one land to another. Okay, and then subsistence farming, the agricultural practice which involves the farmer and his family to produce and raise crops for home consumption is known as subsistence farming. So subsistence farming is not, it's just opposite to commercial farming. It's not for selling. Okay, it's for family consumption, so to say, home consumption. Another one is intensive subsistence farming. It is a type of farming practiced in the area of high population uh, pressure, where high doses of biochemical inputs and irrigation are used to obtain higher production with 2 or 3 crops in an agricultural year. Okay, so this is what we call as intensive subsistence farming. Okay, the type of farming that are usually done in India are of this intensive subsistence type of farming. Commercial farming, the type of farming in which higher doses of modern technology like HYV. HYV means high yielding variety seeds, chemical fertilizers, insecticides and pesticides, and assured irrigation are used to obtain higher productivity and production. This is what we call as commercial farming. Well, let's go to the question and answers. The first question number one is, what do you mean by agriculture? Okay, we all know that the word agriculture has been derived from the Latin word ager or agri, which means field, soiled, field or soiled, and culture means cultivation. Okay, so thus agriculture refer to the science and art of cultivating plants and raising livestock. So agriculture involves both cultivation as well as raising livestock or animals, so to say. Okay, so I'm sure you have understood. What do you mean by agriculture? Explain, question number 2, explain any 2 factors that influence the cultivation of crops in an area. Okay, so the factors that influence the cultivation of crops in an area are, first one is physical factors, okay, such as relief, soil, climatic conditions. Relief means the shape of the land, you know. Non-physical factors such as labor, capital, mechanization and equipments, okay, even markets, transport, irrigation, farm inputs, land tenancy, and also land holdings. Okay, farm inputs means use of fertilizers and all. Okay, so these are the 2 factors. These are the 2 factors physical factors as well as non-physical factors that influence the cultivation of crops in an area. Okay, let's go to the homework also. Which part of the world is considered as the oldest land of ancient agriculture? Southwest Asia. That was the answer, is it not? And what is an arable land? Arable land means land suitable for cultivation. Okay. Question number 3. What are the major agricultural systems of the world? So depending on the geographical condition, size of technology they apply, okay, agriculture may be classified into subsistence farming and commercial farming. So agricultural systems of the world are classified into two categories or two classifications: subsistence farming, another one is commercial farming. Okay, two main characteristic, question number 4, of shifting cultivation practice in Manipur. The first one is growing of single crops, okay, rice, and productivity is low. Growing of single crops and productivity is very low. Do not. Almost all productions are food crops. There is no cash crop, okay, and there are no other commercial crops are grown in the state of Manipur. Let's see question number 5. What if what is shifting cultivation? Oh, sorry. Why is shifting cultivation known as slash and burn cultivation? So this one is rather important. Let's see together. Shifting cultivation is known as slash and burn cultivation because a plot of land is cleared by cutting the trees, so and burning them. So first thing that the farmer do is to clear by cutting all the trees, big trees and small trees, and after that, after a few days or after a couple of weeks, they will burn it down. Okay, they cultivate for a short period by using simple tools, most probably 1 year or 2 years. Okay, once the fertility of soil is lost, the people uh, practice uh, the people practice it, move to another area for new clearing. The people practice, I'm sure this should be a practice. The people practice to move to another area for new clearing. Okay, let's see the homework also. Write a short note on nomadic herding. Okay, this has been given in your textbook on page 36. Okay, which includes move from one place to another with your animals in search of fodder. This is what we call as nomadic herding, isn't it? If you are going to write a short note, you should mention at least 2 or 3 points. What are different types of subsistence farming? Okay, two different types of subsistence farming are primitive subsistence farming and intensive subsistence farming. Okay, let's see the next one. Which areas in the world are known as granaries of the world, where commercial grain farming practices? United States of America, USA, Russia, Australia, Argentina, and some parts of India are the areas where commercial grain farming practice, and they are also known as granaries of the world. So these regions are known as granaries of the world. Okay, what are the characteristics of plantation farming? Okay, plantation farming is characterized by single crops on a large area, huge capital investment, scientific technique, transport, and even labor. Okay, so let's try to differentiate between subsistence farming and commercial farming. Subsistence farming means crops are grown for consumption of the family only, whereas in commercial farming, crops are grown to sell in the market. And in subsistence farming, primitive tools like spade, Okay, and hoe and the sickle and all and low level technology are used, whereas in commercial farming scientific method and technique are used to obtain yield. The productivity is very low in subsistence farming, whereas in commercial farming the productivity is very high. Okay, let's see together the homework also. What is plantation farming? Specialized agriculture where cultivation of cash crop is done on a large scale, mainly for export. Okay, plantation farming, like a plantation of rubber, like plantation of tea, etc., etc. Next, define mixed farming. Okay, mixed farming involves both crops and livestock in the same farm. That is what we call as mixed farming. Okay, and you must know what is a crop rotation. Crop rotation and mixed farming is different, right? Okay, so let's see the next one. Question number 9. What are the geographical conditions required for the cultivation of rice? Let's see together. They are, it requires temperature of 20 degrees Celsius and annual rainfall of about 100 to 200 centimeters. Okay. And secondly, alluvial soil having rich clay content is best suited for the cultivation of rice. Alright. Next one is state the geographical condition necessary for the growth of wheat. Okay. It grows well in the subtropical and temperate regions having moderate temperature. Okay. You need moderate temperature with. Okay. They need a maximum temperature of 15 degrees Celsius during summer and rainfall of 50 centimeters to 100 centimeters. Fertile loamy soil is suitable for wheat. Okay, loamy. Whereas in rice, alluvial soil is very much suitable. Okay, name 2 countries leading in the production of maize in the world. United States of America and China. Name the varieties of millets produced in India. Okay, millets refers to a group of crops. First one is jowar, bajra, ragi, etc., etc. Okay, these millets. Now let's go to the homework. What are necessary? What are the necessary conditions for the cultivation of maize? Let us see. Long and warm summer. They need warm and long summer. Okay. The temperature required for the cultivation of maize is 20 to 25 degrees Celsius of temperature. Rainfall 90 to 180 centimeters annual rainfall, and they need rich, loamy and well drained soils. Okay, and very rich soil. State the geographical condition for the cultivation of millets. Okay, we have already mentioned about millets, jowar, bajra and ragi, So temperature required for the cultivation of millets is 25 to 30 degrees Celsius, and it should have an annual rainfall of 50 to 75 centimeters. And as far as the soil is concerned, okay, they need a rich soil, and they can be cultivated even in dry cultivations without water and even without irrigation, so to say. Okay, so for today let's do only up to question number 12 plus homework. Next class let us continue with question number 13. Okay, so you read the textbook also and try to revise all these notes. Thank you so much.